Most times in our country, the more things change, the more they remain the same. This seems to be the irony of our existence. As security festers, the country's approach to tackling it appears unchanged. President Muhammadu Buhari has again ordered the Nigerian Armed Forces to confront terrorists and wipe them off the face of the earth, while addressing military officers at the graduation ceremony of 247 students of the Senior Course 44 of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College in Jaji, Kaduna State. President Buhari urged them to return peace and security to the country. Because once again, we've heard President Buhari ask the military to wipe out terrorists. Do we have what it takes to strategically, operationally, and tactically wipe them out?
Wiping out, defeating them is possible.
But wiping
out, I don't see that happening, given the extent to which they've gone now. We are doing well in the Northeast because the focus of the new military hardware that the government procured, including the Tucanos, the unmanned area vehicles, their focus is on the Northeast. You know, the Americans have said you cannot use the Tucanos outside of the Northeast in response to protestations by some Nigerians that it will be used to kill civilians. So from the word go, the Americans said, look, you can only use the Tucanos against terrorists, and as far as they are concerned, it is in the Northeast that we have those terrorists, at least at the time they signed the agreement. That was where we had terrorists and we had a serious problem that we wanted to solve. Now, we are making progress over there. They cannot move around freely the way they used to. In the past, I used to receive some weeks 2 attacks on military formations, ambushes on traveling soldiers, but that's not happening anymore. I can't even remember when last Boko Haram attacked an army base. Something that in one day they could attack 2 before now. Something that in one day we had 2 military formations in a town and they destroyed the 2 and then went after humanitarian workers, burnt down the humanitarian hub and took some of the caregivers hostage. So that's not happening anymore because we are dominating that area. We are doing very well. Now, what we need to do is focus on the Northeast. Why not completely taking our eyes off, focus on the Northwest and North Central? Why not completely taking our eyes off the Northeast? We need to defeat the bandits who are running rampant in the North Central and in the Northwest. It is clear that a good number of them have left the Northeast. They are now operating in Niger, operating in the Federal Capital Territory, especially in Abaji and some parts of Gwagwalada. You know, we've seen them attack a custodial facility and operate there for 2 hours, which is a national disgrace. So that is where we should be focused on. We've advised in the past that, look, at the rate we are going, we must launch a military attack simultaneously across the contiguous states. But there's a reluctance to do that. So, and if you don't do that, you cannot defeat the enemy. You can't be fighting the enemy in snatches. Know what I mean by snatches? You fight them here today, you stop, go to this place, fight them. No, block all the avenues through which they can escape. Attack them the same time. What they do is, once you are attacking a particular location, they can see that you are focused on that area, they run away. In any case, sometimes we even announce the attack before we do it. So they run to other areas and go and stay. I can tell you that many places where the bandits are even killing people, they don't have permanent bases there. Look at Kebbi State, for example. They don't sleep there. They don't sleep anywhere in Kebbi. They come from Zamfara, operate there, and then go back. So we know that we need to do a lot better, especially because from the North Central, they can come to the Southwest. The North Central shares boundary with the Southwest and even South-South. Kogi, for example, Kogi shares border with the South-South state. It shares border with Southwest states. So if we don't stop them, they will spread their tentacles to other parts of Nigeria. And once they spread to the Southwest, especially, we'll be in trouble.
Mayor.
I think the president giving order to the military to defeat or wipe out the terrorists is just a joke. He has said that more than 10 times. I'm even embarrassed for the president. I keep saying the same thing. Why? You keep saying the same thing, and you are trying to give the impression that your commanders are not listening to you, because he keep giving the same. He keep giving the same order that was not being. Because I know that the situation has gone so bad with the issue of insecurity that what is going on is we are almost moving towards a failed state, and I'll tell you why. The people that were kidnapped on that train attack, the Abuja train attack, the government abandoned them to their fate. So it is members of their family that are contributing money to release those people. And you know how much they're asking for? 100 million naira per person. I know of somebody as we speak that members of his family and friends are contributing 100, they're looking for 100 million to release the guy. The guy has been there since. I know so, because members of his family and friends are contributing money. In a government that is in place, that's supposed to protect its citizens, the government are so handicapped that they know that these people have been kidnapped for so many weeks. The president have issued the same orders to say, oh, go after them, make sure that you effect the release of these people. But those that have been released were those that their family members have paid 100 million naira each. In fact, these people insisted that they are not going to collect 1 kobo less than 100 million. In a country that have a government, it's not that whether we think or we are hearing or a rumor. I know right now somebody who is friends in Lagos and family members are contributing 100 million as we speak to effect the release of that guy. So where is government?
And a lot of those people they don't even have money at all.
At all. So members are now contributing, friends and family members are now contributing money to raise 100 million naira. In other words, if they cannot raise 100 million naira, that's the end of that person. How can we run a country like that? That the president would now come and say,
I said it at the beginning that those people they were doing it for the money. I said that they didn't have political demands. I said at the beginning that they were not different to other bandits. People didn't believe. Now, when they kept those people for a few days and didn't make any demand, people thought, oh, these are just terrorists, they have political demands, it's not ransom that they wanted. Are we not seeing clearly now that they did it for the money?
For the money.
They did it for the money.
Those that have been released paid 100 million naira each.
In fact, the truth is, the bulk of the money that they paid in foreign currency. That's what they asked for. Bring foreign currency. No, foreign currency is easier to move around it's easier to move around for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, if you have $10,000 now, that's several millions.
That's 6 million already.
Yeah. So they have asked for foreign currency. More than 60% of the cash they've received have been in foreign currency. This is a big business, and from the proceeds, they are investing in Niger Republic, they are investing in Kano. Kano was worried, Kano officials were worried that people are coming to buy land, and just buy land, not using any bank instrument, just cash. You want to buy a piece of land, you have 100 million cash on you. It's only bandits and other people that will be conducting business like that. So we need to even dust up our intelligence gathering assets and even know where these guys are spending the money that they are taking from people. They are targeting Christian clerics now.
Yeah.
Having successfully taken about 100 million off that prelate,
Yes.
or Methodist prelate. They are targeting them everywhere now. It's Christian clerics, they are grabbing.
But they believe that they have the money
Because
to pay.
yes, that the congregation would come together. And they can't stand church leaders suffering in captivity, that they will look for the money.
All right,
look at the school. Look at that school, the Baptist school in Kaduna. They also paid about 100 million naira to get those school boys released. The chairman in the state said that clearly. So where people are making 100 million on one project, one kidnapping project, you are making about 100 million and getting away with it. You are going to have to kill
because they
to get them to
buy
stop.
Better equipment to be able to.
They won't give up unless you kill them. They won't give a hand. And I think Erufai said it.
They won't.
That somebody who will sell so many cattle just for a few millions suddenly is collecting 100 million for kidnapping an individual. That how do you then convince him to stop?
To stop.
Preach to him, he will not listen. He will even go back to it. Look at the ones who claim that. Look at the ones who even claim that they were giving up banditry. They swore on the Holy Quran. Those ones in Katsina, Daudawa, they swore on the Holy Quran. They said they will no longer be involved. After a while, when the chief funds were no longer coming, he went back into the bush, only to be killed by one of his rivals. So this is the thing. It's so lucrative that except we kill them, you can't convince them to give it up.
All right, this takes me back to Governor El-Rufai's statement about locating the helplessness of the Nigerian army in locating these bandits. Mikhail, Mayor, do we need help in this regard?
No, I think what we lack is willpower. We lack willpower. For whatever reason, and I'm not a military person, but whatever reason, it's obvious that the strategy of the Nigerian government cannot work. Because three things that we need: intelligence gathering, equipment, and the will to be able to confront these people. But at every point in time, yes, we have improved in terms of equipment needed, but the intelligence gathering is still very weak, very, very poor. Because, you see, in a country where bandits can attack, or terrorists, or whatever you call them, can attack a correctional facility, fine. Yes, if anybody is determined to attack you, he can attack you. So you can give that excuse. But your own response time was faulty. You don't even have any backup at all to say, if we are attacked, this is the response, this is the rapid response that can come as backup to that place. They don't do that. Then these people now took people and they also left. And there was not security architecture to be able to put that in check. Shows that Abuja, as a capital city, is vulnerable. If these people decide for whatever reason that they want to come into Abuja and do a big, big attack, they would do it effortlessly because they came to a correctional center, stayed there for 2 hours, left, and nobody challenged them. They went to wherever they came from. And for whatever reason, I'm sorry to say this, the president is very, very weak. Because every time, nobody give accounts for whatever happens. It happens, it shows anger, it shows that he's surprised that this thing could happen, but nothing happened. Nobody paid for it. They attack a correctional facility, embarrass the Nigerian government, nobody paid the price. They will attack, they will kill people, they will arrest Nigerians, somebody will be in charge of security in that area, nobody pays the price. We just now, lives in Nigeria is not important to this government. They just move on. When anything happens and they kill Nigerians or they kidnap Nigerians, they don't move on. It's like government is saying, you're on your own. If you can, God will help you to be able to. It shouldn't be like that. Why are we putting blame, burden on people to be looking for 100 million to get their loved ones out? It's so sad.
And some people are saying that they've criminalized payment of ransom. You are saying people should not pay ransom, yet you can't find a way to stop the kidnapping of people. Even when people are kidnapped, they don't get rescued. So why won't they take steps on their own to come out of
bring
their people out of captivity? There's no way you can stop people from paying ransom unless the security situation improves, unless the people have firm guarantees that any time their people are kidnapped, that they will be rescued. If you can't guarantee that, then you have no business telling people that they should not pay ransom. That will amount to empty gas. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody will listen. If I value my relation and I've got the money, I'm going to pay. Who enjoys money that his own relations have no access to? A good human being cannot be rich and be happy to see members of his family wallow in poverty to the point that even when they need him, he's not there for them. That's not the kind of money that I want to have. I want to have money and be able to help people around me, my members of my family, colleagues at work, and other people that it has pleased God to bring closer to me. So to imagine that my relation will be in captivity when I know they could kill that person. Look, as we are talking now, it's beginning to rain, heavily in northern Nigeria. Those people are being kept in the open. It's not as if they put them in a house.
Yes.
Men and women, kids, some as young as 10 years, they are being kept in the open in the forest.
Do you know that these people have doctors?
And it's raining on them. It's raining on them. So every time it's about to rain, my mind goes to people who are sitting down in the open.
In the open.
Just waiting at the mercy of the elements.
Somebody was injured. They had to bring a doctor to treat the guy.
No, they will, of course, they will bring the...
you understand?
Somebody was delivered. Somebody was delivered of a baby now.
Yes.
Somebody was delivered of a baby.
Baby, yes.
Amongst those people in captivity.
They look like a community.
They brought a midwife. They brought a midwife.
Yes, and it's a place that where I can't understand. The government will say it's because the government does not have the willpower to fight this thing. Because sometimes you even think maybe these security people, maybe there's a collusion of a sort because they just don't care. And these people do it because
the thing is, I don't think it is right to say they don't care. Because I have lost friends among soldiers, for example. I know that on the day that attack happened, the Nigerian army raced to the location, and these boys were waiting. They were ambushed. I still have the video of soldiers killed. So if we said our soldiers don't care, that would be unfair.
No, not soldiers. I'm talking of government.
Yeah, because yes, the thing, because you were talking about the armed forces, they raced to the scene and they were killed. They lost their lives. The bandits already prepared people along the two routes through which you can mount a counterattack. And they were waiting. So we've lost people. Where we need help is in the area of intelligence gathering. There are some tools that we don't have. There are some tools that will help us even nip some of these things in the bud, because once they grab people, it becomes difficult to rescue them. How do you rescue them? You want to bomb, you will kill people. It becomes difficult, and they will use people as a human shield. So the best thing is intelligence gathering will enable us to know that this is about to take place, and we stop it. Once it happens, to rescue is not easy, except you are prepared to waste people. Like in the case of the attack on the custodial center, they said they got intelligence, but they didn't know the particular prison that they were going. But even if the intelligence was faulty or it was not spot on, there's no reason in the world for a place less than 30 minutes drive to the airport in Abuja for bandits to operate for about 2 hours, 45 minutes.
Yes.
And they could not be restrained. The army officer heading a platoon around that place said that the security men providing security at the custodial center were just about 50. And these guys came with about 300. They will come with IEDs, they will come. And that's why the security provided has to be enough. If they are coming even with 500, we should be ready.
Because that should be done through backup.
All right, thank you.
Okay.